So I got my garden planted, part of it. In this row right here, the radishes are already coming up. In this row, the third row here, can't see where I'm pointing. This row here, okay, so it's radish, and then yellow beans, and then I've got peppers, and then I got tomatoes, and then up against the hose there is peas. Back there is potatoes. Then I got a little line back there, you can't see it yet, of I think it's either zucchini or squash, I'm not sure. And I still have to dig all this up. Yeah. So this is my mission today. We've had a lot of rain, so I had to cut all this grass off, and I'm going to put lettuce in that old, it's like a toboggan type thing, I don't know, skidder or something that you pull behind your snowmobile. And then I have no idea what's growing in that, but I'll grow something in that as well. And I'm going to fill my buckets. What I want to do, whether I do it or not, is irrelevant because, I always got big plans, but it all depends on the time I have. Is I would like to dig way down into the ground, about maybe a foot, and just clear that all out, bank up the sides, and then put like a temporary greenhouse there. So then anything that's in the buckets, I can put down in there, maybe extend my growing season because it's warmer, but we shall see. And then my little tinfoil bird deterrents. But if you look at my hillside here, you can see the white flowers that are coming up. That's all blackberries behind the maple trees. And then I'll have those daylilies there. This is so overgrown. It's just, it got away from me. I didn't do anything with it for years. But, yeah, so now we have blackberries, and they're all starting to flower, so that'll be cool. I got some more over down at this end. I'll just take a little walk, show you what I'm talking about. And behind there, see all the white flowers? And then up here is one of the best spots. Oh, and down here, I forgot I planted pumpkins down in here. Everything needs weeding. It's just, it gets away from you quick. But all right in there, that's all blackberries. The black raspberries. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. And about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, these ferns here were actually fiddleheads. Look at how tall they are now. Not these kinds. This is a different kind. I think this is the kind that grows. Yeah, these ones down here are definitely not the edible ones. These are what those when they look like a fiddlehead, but they're white, or they've got like fuzzy. They're all fuzzy, and that's the ones that you can't eat. These ones here are an ostrich fern, so when they're tiny in a fiddlehead, those ones are edible. But you can see the difference in the leaves. See how these leaves are? And they have like the papery. These are the ones that you want when they're small. They have the dent that goes all the way through. It's like it's hollowed out. It's hard to explain. It has a groove in it, and then it has the brown paper on it. And those are the ones that are edible. But as you can see, these kind here, you can see there's definitely a difference in the leaves. And these ones here are not. And you can't eat these once they're grown. They become toxic after they're about 2 to 3 inches tall is about maximum when you can pick them. These here now are almost as tall as me. I'm 5'3". And these ones here are probably almost 5 feet tall. Maybe a little less because they're just on the embankment. But yeah, we'll have all kinds of cool things coming up. But I definitely have to trim these maples back. I don't want to. I'd love to be surrounded by maple trees, but unfortunately, where all my berries are, all the heavy brush is, and lots of things can hide in there that I can't see, and it's a little too close to the barn. But yeah, I've got all kinds. Now these are the blackberries. You can see the little flowers there. But this kind right here, that's wild raspberries. And they don't start blooming for a little bit yet. I believe these ones are different. Yeah, these are the wild raspberries. We have lots. There's all kinds of things. There's a perfect example of the toxic fern that you can't eat those. No. And not even when they're immature. Those ones are the ones that will grow fuzzy. You don't want the fuzzy fiddlehead fern. There's another good example. That one's no good. Let's get this one here. Pull it down and show you. You can see. Totally different leaf pattern. So yeah, I didn't get out to get my fiddleheads this year. I was lazy. And then I missed it. But yeah, all back here. There's actually a little ditch that runs back here, so it's pretty wet. These ones here is a mixture of the blackberries and the regular raspberries, and you can see the leaves are a little bit different. So there's no shortage of them, that's for sure. My lilac tree, well, I missed the bloom. I didn't even pick any to put them in the house, and now all I can do is snip them off. When your lilacs die off, you snip the flower off, and it will encourage more blooms next year. But I have the white lilacs. So my neighbor has purples, but I have the whites. And then I got this little flowers over here. What are they? Forget-me-nots. And then here's some more blackberries is coming up. So it should be a good harvest this year if I keep, the birds from eating them all. But as you can see, I am surrounded. I live in a berry field. There's more. So when I wear lots of layers, look back there. You know why I wear lots of layers? Because the thorns are very unforgiving. Oh yeah, they hurt. So I wear my jeans and a pair of coveralls. So dragonflies are out. Oh, got another tree gone down. My camera's probably not picking it up. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Just behind there. See it? It's right behind this big pine tree. It's on a slant. That's a new one. So, yeah, I think I'll go to camp today. But I just wanted to show you my backyard. This is why I have a bear issue. Because I'm surrounded by berries. Even right up here where I'm standing. Alright, well, let's go to camp. Oh, here's a cute little spot in here. Fence is down here. I can get in here, but yeah. It's pretty thick. Welcome to the jungle. But it's almost like a little fantasy land down in here. You see how thick that is. It's just, the bugs are bad. But before I go to camp, though, I gotta go start digging up cutting that grass. And then I got the funky moss. Really cool looking moss here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And like everything grows so tall. That's actually a bench back there. You can't see it anymore. And I don't know what's under that grass. Looks like a chunk of skid. Maybe it is too. Probably been looking for it and just didn't know it. Now that I found it, it's like, oh, cool. Alright, well, I better go put on some bug dope. Because it's getting a little bit crazy. But yeah, as you can see, you can't see any. There's a little the bunny coop. Which is cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got some new tires for it. So make sure there's nothing in it. Things keep getting inside underneath the fence, or underneath this part here. So I've got that door open and I leave this door open. But as you can see, I got my two tires on these frames here, little wagon frame. So I'm putting those on because this one without any rubber on it is definitely giving me an issue when I try to move it. And this is the door, it just sits on like so. Oh, mosquitoes. And then, anyways, and then it just closes up. And it's got a little tray back here. The little door back here opens up. You can pull the tray out. But like I say, the other day I found a little bird in it. And I felt bad for the bird. Hopefully there's no bees in there. But I don't know if you can see in there. But then it has this little door, which is just covered up. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It works for chickens too. I just had the bunny in it because I wanted her to be as, natural as possible. I don't have bunny anymore. I let her go when she got big enough. But, oh, all these old rugs, I don't know why I just don't throw them out. But that just drops down like so. But when things get caught in there, and then this side here, hopefully there's no bees. No, there we go. So, haven't had anything in here in a long time, just a mouse. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you just pull it anywhere you want to. And then bunnies or the chicken, they can go where they want. Like, they can just eat what they want. And there's a handle there and a handle there. But with that one not having a tire on it, all it does is dig in, and I can't pull it by myself. Alright, folks, well, that's all I got for right at the moment. So I'll get back with you in a little bit. Well, I got the wagon filled up. Now, you got to understand all this grass that's in there. I couldn't find what's it called, a scythe or a sickle, alright? Plus, I'm short, so every time I use it, it bounces off the ground. So I had to do that whole area off to this side over here. I had to do that with a shovel. Couldn't get the lawnmower in it. So I used a shovel, and I can hear some equipment running off the side there. Over at the neighbors, it's echoing pretty good. The weather's still crappy. But I got dug down all the way there. All the way down to where the pumpkins are. Well, where I'm hoping that they'll grow. Now remember, the grass was all as tall as this stuff. So yeah, I was swinging the shovel. But you know what? I've had enough for today. I really have. I'd say that's a good start. All I have to do is dig this all up, turn it. And then as it dries out in the sun, you flip it upside down and the roots dry out and the grass dries out. And it's so much easier to shake it out. Alright, so, and there's the little garden there. So, that's how much I got done. There's nothing going on in that thing except some wood I found in the garden. So I've had enough today, and the bugs are bad, and the weather's still wet and miserable. So I'm either going to go to camp today or go do a camp out in the camper, and just to get away from people and bugs and, just everyday crap. Everybody has a breaking point, and today I've pretty much reached mine. So I think it's time for some R&R. So, thanks for watching, and I'll get back with you on another day, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and we'll talk to you all later. Keep your moonshine on. Never give up. If you can't find a way to cut the grass, you beat it to death with a shovel. All right, bye now.